Halo Infinite is 4 months away from release, and it seems like it is combining different aspects of every Halo game to make a great mix of classic and modern Halo. In this video, I want to go over what 343 should learn from Halo 5, and more significantly, what features from the game should be carried over into Halo Infinite. In the future, I wish to go over all the past Halo games, but anyways, let's get started with Halo 5. Halo 5 is a divisive game in the series. Many hardcore Bungie fans consider it to be the worst in the series, while others like myself consider it to be one of the best. The game itself has many good and bad aspects to it. Probably the worst part of the game is the campaign and the story, because it was just not fun or interesting to play, but that does not mean the entire game sucked. The multiplayer and custom games of Halo 5 are extremely fun, and I want to go over some key things 343 should carry over into Halo Infinite's multiplayer. The first thing that I want to talk about is what Halo 5 did better than any other Halo game, and that is its Forge mode and custom games. For those who don't know, Forge mode in Halo is a map maker, and in Halo 5 it was the most expansive version of the mode yet. In Halo 5, players were able to make a full-on battle royale game and map with a working circle and everything, within a game that did not launch with any mode similar to it. That is just one example of the many maps and modes players created in Halo 5, and the huge benefit that this mode gives Halo is that it allows the community to keep giving the game new content way past the developers stop giving the game updates. And all of this player-made content would be useless if there was no way to find players to play it with, and thankfully 343 added a way for everyone who doesn't have a bunch of friends to play custom games. They added what is basically a server browser that lets players join custom modes and maps hosted by other players. This feature has kept me coming back to the game 4 years after its last content update. My friends and I still play custom games on Halo 5 weekly because of how varied they are, so it is crucial that Halo Infinite launches with a Forge mode that is at least as expansive as Halo 5's, if not more, and Halo Infinite also needs to launch with a custom games browser similar to Halo 5's. This way the community of the game will always be able to make and play new content in the game way past its release date. Also, the Forge mode within Halo has created its own sub-community within the Halo community, especially on YouTube, of players that share and create maps, and they're responsible for some of the best maps and modes in the entire Halo franchise, so it's crucial that 343 launches Halo Infinite with a fully featured Forge mode and custom games options to go along with it. Another part of Halo 5 that 343 should carry over to Halo Infinite and expand even more is its new Warzone multiplayer mode. This mode consisted of 12 versus 12 players fighting for control of bases on the map that could be used to destroy the enemy's main base, and killing bosses on the map in order to score points to win. The mode could be won by either destroying the enemy's core in their main base, or by getting 1,000 points. The mode was a lot of fun in Halo 5, and I think it should definitely return in Halo Infinite, albeit with a few tweaks. First of all, I think that 343 should add a few other objectives to score points. One objective would possibly be secure a resource stash, and whichever team secures it gets a certain amount of points. Or another objective I thought of was assign each team a VIP member or like a starred member, and if you can kill that other player, possibly with a certain weapon or something like that, then your team will get a certain amount of points. And basically I just think that the mode should have these two ulterior point methods, because currently the only way to really get points is to kill bosses, and while I think it is fun in Halo 5, it does get repetitive after a while. Another part of the mode that should be changed is how the weapon economy works. In Halo 5, players call in weapons they earned or paid for through loot boxes. This was not a good idea to earn weapons and turned a lot of people off of the mode. What Halo Infinite should do instead is have players earning a currency in every match that they can use to purchase power weapons from an armory in every base that they own. 343 could also make certain power weapons rewards for killing bosses. This way the game is no longer so intertwined with microtransactions and was honestly kind of pay to win in Halo 5. So if 343 could make these small changes to Warzone, it would be a great mode to have in Halo Infinite, and it would be a great addition to the normal arena multiplayer. But speaking of arena multiplayer, and the last main thing that 343 should bring to Halo Infinite from Halo 5 is even starts. Even starts mean every player at the start of a game have the same loadout and abilities. And this used to be a staple of the Halo franchise up until Halo Reach and then furthermore into Halo 4. But it thankfully returned with Halo 5. Even starts mean every player at the start of a game have the same loadout and abilities. And if a player wants more powerful weapons or equipment, they must control the parts of the map where the weapons they want spawn. Even starts give players objectives on every map regardless of the game mode and make every map even more unique. For instance, some maps will have a shotgun that spawns in one spot, which makes players fight for control of that location, and another map would have a sniper that spawns. Being able to control what weapons are used on every map allows maps to be designed around specific weapons. For instance, if a map has long sightlines, then there will probably be more long-range weapons at the player's disposal. This helps, as I just said, make every map feel especially unique. But that is all I have to say about what 343 should bring from Halo 5. Personally, I really enjoyed Halo 5 and thought it was one of the more fun games to play in the series. But I want to hear what your thoughts were on Halo 5 and what your favorite and least favorite aspects of it were. Please leave them in the comments down below, and like and subscribe if you liked the video, and until next time, goodbye.